Hello everybody, we just updated, we just used this clone with method on player to update the place of a player object. We can do the same thing for purse now. So let's find out where purse is being implemented, incremented here per player, and it may be being cached in these methods where per player, where pay player is called, but we'll find the problems. No, let's find that now. Is me.payPlayer. Yes, there's a p.purse here, which is a cached copy of the player, and we are relying on the fact that the current payPlayer method modifies the existing player object, but we don't want to modify objects, we want to produce new ones, so we can have the states in a clear sequence. So we need to replace this here. That's the first thing we need to do. Is payPlayer being called anywhere else? No, it isn't. Good. So we shouldn't have changed anything now. But let's update the payPlayer method and see if everything still works. So we're going to return. We cloned the entire state. We take a function which takes the game state, and we modify the players list. We replace the players list. Sorry, we don't modify it. We modify it. We replace the players list in the game state with a new players list derived from the old one. And the new players list is a function applied to each element of the players list. Yes, and what this function does is, if the player is not the current function, so if I not equal to g.currentPlayer, we just don't do anything, we can't type. But if it is, we clone it, we clone the current player, but and in the copy we pay them. Purse, not place, purse. Okay, and I think I'm missing a... Yes, I'm missing something here, aren't I? Yes, there's that missing here. Okay, that looks better now. Get rid of that. Let's see, syntactic is okay. Let's see if I broke something. No, good, this one worked. That's good. That was easy enough. We found the problem beforehand. What's the next thing we have to change? Well, the only other thing which is variable in the player object is in penalty box. So let's see where that's being changed. It's not being changed there, it's just being read. And the player has not been changed beforehand, so I think we're okay there. Here it's being modified, set in penalty box. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? Here, we're returning a new state and we're not doing anything with it. So let's make sure we actually use the new state which we get back. Yes, good. And that seems to me to be the only problem here. Let's do that again, make sure that's the only problem. In penalty box, we're just creating, cloning, nothing important going on there. We have a reference to the player structure here, which has been created here, but we haven't modified the player structure between then and here when we're checking to see if they're in the penalty box or not, so that should be okay. Its player structure is still up to date. This player structure is also still up to date at that moment. So I think we're going to be okay now. Me.clone with function g.players is equal to map indexed function run on a player individually. And it takes as second parameter all of the existing players. And what is the function? Well, it's very similar to the previous one. If I not equal to g dot current player. In fact, it is very similar. There's a bit of boilerplate here we can get rid of, or we can copy out and put somewhere. Else return p dot clone with, let's call it p2, and p2 dot in penalty box is equal to val. So let's see if this works. Or is there something else going wrong? It seems to be happy with the syntax. Did I break it? No, it worked. Hurrah! As you can see, we now have a situation that this block of code looks very similar to a previous block of code. This one here, which looks very similar to, I think there's one more block of code which is very similar. Here we go, advanced player. Similar block of code. We're doing the same thing. We're going over all the players and we're checking to see if there's a current player or not. So there's an idea behind this, which is the idea of updating just the current player. Let's take that out and make a function of it in the next video.